it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video. So as you know, Juneteenth was finally made a federal holiday, and that means some celebration. Now, some of you may be like, well, what's Juneteenth? I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Well, Juneteenth was actually happened on June the 19th of 1865. It is the day that the Union soldiers pulled in to Galveston Bay to emancipate the slaves of Texas. So that is the day that finally all of the slaves in the United States were freed. So it is a very important historical event, and it is something that needs to be remembered and thought about. So we decided we're gonna make a shirt. Now, the file is free on my Patreon page. We are gonna make it free on the website as well. It's already up on the Patreon page. It may take a couple of days to get it up on the regular website. So, what you're gonna need for today's tutorial is a black t-shirt, any brand, any size. You kind of know how it goes. And we're gonna be using specialty materials, Thermoflex Plus. This is my favorite brand of vinyl and the brand that I sell, but you can use whatever you want to. So we're gonna be using Kelly Green, red, and medium yellow. So those are the African colors. And when I was looking at information, that is a lot of the color scheme that is represented. And I wanted to make sure that we definitely followed along with tradition for this. So if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, I will show you how to make this. As you can see, we are on my Patreon page, which is just www.patreon.com/BetsyGocher. So we're gonna click on this Juneteenth SVG and we're gonna download it. See, automatically does it. So as I said, this file is free to everyone. You don't have to be a patron to get the file. It is literally free for whoever wants it. Okay, so now I'm gonna minimize out of that and we're gonna go into Cricut Design Space. I'm gonna go ahead and click on Upload, Upload Image, Browse. There we go. Now I'm going to click on the Juneteenth SVG and click Open. So as you can see, there are two images. You can choose to use whichever. You can choose to use both, whatever you want to do. So it may take a second. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom out because for some reason, some of our text is not where it's supposed to be. It's okay though, we can fix this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and ungroup. And I'm going to delete these three pieces over here. And I'm going to take this line of text, weld it together. I'm going to weld together the red text. And I'm going to take and select that one and weld it. And select that one and weld it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy. Okay, and then I'm going to paste. There we go. Okay, so, and make sure that is lined up pretty well. And then I'm going to delete the other one because we don't need it anymore. And then I'm going to take this, undo that. I'm going to copy. Paste. Again, I'm going to line it up pretty much where I need it to. There we go. And we're going to delete the one we don't need. Okay, so now that is fixed. So I'm going to go ahead and take our top line and weld it together. And I'm going to delete this one because I want to use the one with the boxes. I like that one better, but you can choose to use whichever one you want, whatever works for you. So I'm going to go ahead and weld the yellow and weld the green, because we want those to stay in place. Now, because I did do some adjustments, I want to select it all, and I want to make sure everything's aligned center horizontally. Okay, so, and I love this phrase. This was said by Fannie Lou Hamer, and she was a civil rights icon. I hadn't heard about her till I was looking up some information to find out what was going to be best to post for Juneteenth. So, oh, you know what? We're missing a, hold on. Let's upload. We're going to bring this back in, because for some reason we have no, what is that called? An apostrophe. So let's zoom out a little bit more. It's like when I welded, I don't know if it happened when I welded it, but you know. We're just gonna steal one, set you over here, and then delete all this. Okay, now we can zoom back in so we can see what we're doing. See, that's one thing that drives me nuts too about Cricut, is like whenever I'm doing something like that where I had to zoom out, it automatically like puts it in a weird spot. Okay. I think that looks pretty close to what the other one does. Let's weld that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and select both of those and weld. And we're going to select the yellow layer and weld. There we go. So now she's ready to cut. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on Make It. And we're going to cut with a mat because it only works like that for smart vinyl. So we want to go ahead and mirror everything. There we go. Okay, click Continue. Now I'm going to go ahead and, while it's connecting to the maker, I'm going to choose just Everyday Iron-On right here. And I'm going to send it to cut. So if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we will go over how to make this. So as you can see, I have my t-shirt laid out on my heat press. This is the 16-inch t-shirt guide because I have a 16-inch heat press. So now part of the reason why I also want to do this is so you can see how to line things up whenever there's 3 different colors on the same design. So I'm going to take, this is the medium yellow layer. There we go. And we're going to line that up center. Okay. Now I am going to do this in sections because I think that's going to be what's going to work the best. So now I'm going to heat this. There's like some silver glitter on the thing. It's okay. Now the heat press is preheated to 330 degrees. That's normal for cut vinyl. There we go. Now we're not heating it the full time because I am adding other layers. Okay. And you do want to try to remove this while it's still pretty hot so it doesn't shift or move too much on you. Okay. So now that that's done, I'm going to take my t-shirt guide and I'm lining it up on the yellow, okay? So you can't see that yellow line at all. Now I'm going to take and fold my Kelly green layer in half. Give myself a center mark. There we go. And I'm going to line it up where my letters are right at the edge of the t-shirt guide. So that gives me a straight line, okay? See, that went a little too close. Okay. Now, let's do that one more time. flip this around, it makes it easier. Okay, so I'm gonna line that up. Okay. Actually, we really don't even have to have that. So, because and the reason why I did that is because this is straight because it was off of the straight part on the vinyl since it was a new piece. So if I line that up with my straight line, it's kind of, you know, pretty easy. So there we go. So nobody's free until everybody's free. I love that quote, you know, which is such a true statement. And so many people still deal with so much that I don't understand, but you know, I want to do my part to be as much of an ally as I can. There we go. Now we're going to, again, remove the clear layer. Look how good that looks though. Isn't that, it looks so nice. Okay, and also I did want to go ahead and remind y'all before I forgot that the weekly wow sale for this week is 19% off your entire purchase. My son Caden turned 19 on the 13th, so in celebration of his birthday. Okay, there we go. Last layer, and I just used that top line to line it up with the straight line of free. Now we're gonna heat it for the full time. Now that sale does end on June the 20th, 2021, just in case you're wondering. But yeah, I love, love, love how this came out. I think it looks so, so good, and hopefully y'all like it too. You know. There we go. What do you think? So, I mean, I'm gonna take and heat press this one more time. This is something you don't have to do, but I always do it. To me, it makes sure that everything is stuck good. You don't have to worry about anything. It just makes life so much simpler. But I love how this came out. I think it's awesome, and I think it's a great day, you know, a new celebration. But there we go. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. But this one's going up a little late. I guess that's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye.